Trump's ominous warning to Iran, "We are watching. Can you, the American military, or the Israeli military get to what's left of their third, fourth, and fifth string? Do you know where they are? Can you kill them?" I asked these questions directly to President Donald Trump. His reply was telling yet guarded. "Yeah, I do, but we don't want to talk about that. But we certainly are watching. I know a lot about that subject. I know a lot, but I don't think it's appropriate to talk about it right now." Trump's restraint regarding the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, or IRGC, is highly significant. The public faces of Iran, like President Masoud Pezeshkian and Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi, hold no real authority over the true power brokers, the armed killers. We know their ruthlessness. Trump estimates 52,000 Iranians were massacred by the regime in just 2 days last January. When the campaign against Iran by the US and Israel began on February 28th, those strikes devastated the first and second tiers of Iran's leadership. Pezeshkian and Araghchi weren't even important enough to be in the command bunkers. From the wreckage, 68-year-old Ahmad Vahidi, a benched and passed-over killer, emerged from retirement to take command of the IRGC. Imagine the ruthlessness of someone like that and the grudges he must hold. National security expert Eli Lake agrees. It's unrealistic to expect the Iranian people to rise up so soon after such traumatic mass murder. Instead, students of regime collapses tell us to watch for splits within the ranks of the men with guns. That's how revolutions against dictators begin. When lower levels of security services or military cadre become unwilling to join the killing, they see the end game. They might flee or even turn their weapons on the top brass. When that starts, it can accelerate quickly. All bets are off after the IRGC tore up the Memorandum of Understanding. I once called this MOU the halftime in the battle with Iran, but the regime came out shooting, targeting ships in the Strait of Hormuz. Iran had received a thin lifeline of oil revenue when we lifted a blockade. Now the blockade is back, and so are the bombings. If the president ratchets up the air campaign, Iran's already tattered economy will struggle to meet basic needs. But the suffering of the population doesn't matter to Vahidi and his ilk. They will loot the country, just as Hamas terrorists did in Gaza. They may live underground, but the IRGC bosses won't be hungry. Vast numbers of Iranians know the truth, even if they dare not speak it. But if just a handful of colonels or even junior officers decide it's time to rule and save their country and themselves, they can act. If they succeed, they could shed the burden of 12 theology and rule like normal juntas, with absolute power, but without making war on the world. It only takes a few people to crack the entire IRGC tyranny. Trump publicly states he isn't going to rush that takeover, but who knows what he and the Israelis are seeing and hearing through their intelligence communities. The Allies certainly had all the information they needed back on February 28th. Don't doubt that they are collecting more intelligence every single day.